Let's say that you've just picked up a PS5 and you're keen to get cracking with some of the best current gen titles that the system has to offer. Now, a great place to turn to would be PS Plus Extra, a subscription service that offers up hundreds of PS4 and 5 titles, with more arriving each month. Well, that particular service has so much to offer that today I thought I would narrow it down to the best of the best. Hello there everyone, it's Aidan here from Push Square, and here are the best PS5 games available through PS Plus Extra. It Takes Two is the co-op platform puzzler from Hazelight Games, the team behind A Way Out. This wholesome tale sees a couple on the brink of divorce transformed into their daughter's dolls and forced to work together to make their way back to her. On top of a snappy script and some hilarious performances, this is a joyous time with a friend, in either couch co-op or online co-op. Your other friend doesn't even need to be subscribed to PS Plus Extra to play this game with you. What I personally love about this game is that it's a great title to jump into with non-gamers. It casually works its way through pretty much every gaming genre there is, from platformers to shooters to 2D brawlers. And even when you die or fail, you are immediately back in the action, so it's not really the type of game where you're gonna get mad at each other. It's just a fun and wholesome time. With the highly anticipated Spider-Man 2 on the horizon, there's no better time to jump back into Spider-Man Miles Morales. Introduced in PS4 Spider-Man, Miles is now left as the only Spider-Man whilst Peter is off on a long overdue vacation. But of course, New York can't just chill for a couple of weeks, can it? With new powers and a wintry New York to explore, Miles will embark on an adventure against the sketchy Roxxon Corporation, sprinkled throughout of course with some iconic Spider-Man villains. It's a much smaller scale title compared to the last game, but it's a lot more personable, with a deeper focus on Miles, his family and friends. Oh, and this game, it just looks gorgeous and runs like an absolute dream on PS5, and Insomniac Games somehow managed to inject Miles' own style into the swinging, which still feels so damn satisfying to control. Some of the best games the PS4 has ever had to offer are made even better here on the PS5. The Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection includes both Uncharted 4: A Thief's End and Uncharted Lost Legacy, two brilliant action-adventure games filled with enough action set pieces to, well, I don't know, combust your PS4. I mean, seriously, how are these games even possible on that console? Well, anyway, with improved graphics and performance and DualSense haptics thrown in, you can revisit or finally experience the concluding chapter to Nathan Drake's tale and team with the unlikely duo of Nadine Ross and Chloe Fraser. Naughty Dog really found the right balance with these games, where the writing is a lot snappier and it masterfully balances the whimsical nature of adventure with some more solemn moments. And the action genuinely is some of the best you'll find anywhere. That Madagascar Jeep chase in Uncharted 4 will forever stay with me, and sometimes I just boot the game up just to play that level. Guardians of the Galaxy is a title I bet you didn't expect to find on this list, but when I tell you that this game severely surprised me back in 2021, I am really not being overly dramatic. Quite quickly you'll forget the MCU's interpretation of these characters, as this sci-fi epic nails the style, the comedy, the action, and the general ridiculousness that comes along with the Guardians territory. It's a linear single-player experience that also looks pretty damn good on PS5, and it will thrust you into exotic planetary settings and leave you to decide how to proceed in some narrative branching scenarios. Come the end, you'll find yourself quite fond of these unlikely heroes and pretty glad you listened to old Aidan over on Push Square and checked it out in the first place. Starting out its life as a PS5 exclusive, this Arcane title is one you just have to check out. If you're a fan of its previous work like Dishonored or a personal favourite of mine, Prey, then Deathloop is for you. It drops you in a cult-controlled island that repeats the same day over and over again. You play as Colt, who's tasked with assassinating 8 visionaries, but you have to kill them all in a single day before it resets and they're all alive once more. Deathloop really draws you in with its environmental storytelling, which is just expected at this point from Arcane, but it takes it to the next level with areas that evolve as the day progresses. New paths and opportunities present themselves, and it becomes a study of the island and every one of its nooks and crannies. Oh, and you have some supernatural abilities and a bunch of cool looking weapons to experiment with, so when everything goes sideways, which promise me it will, it has some thrilling first person action. And to top it all off, you can be invaded by the player-controlled Juliana, another assassin that can really throw a spanner in the works. But if you like to be the one throwing the spanner, you can also invade other players' games. There's a lot going on in Deathloop, but it's all a ton of fun. Looking for something a bit more light-hearted and colourful? Let me introduce you to my friend Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Not only do you have a fun, adventurous and action-packed tale of everyone's favourite Lombax robot duo, but Rift Apart quickly garnered the reputation as a true technical showcase of the PS5. The particle effects, the dimension hopping, the haptics, it's like you're at the helm of a Pixar movie that is animating in real time. It's genuinely very impressive. But then for those that love some wacky third-person combat and colourful worlds to explore, it's also got those, along with a comical story with a surprising amount of heart. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart really is the full package and a fantastic addition to PS Plus Extra. This absolute jewel of the PS4 era made the jump to PS5 with its brilliant director's cut. With a stunning art style and thrilling gameplay, Ghost of Tsushima is a must-play for any PS5 owner. You play as Jin Sakai, a man brought to the edge by the Mongolian invasion. He'll question the very fabric of the samurai code as he is forced to get his hands dirty if he wishes to not just save his uncle, but his home, the island of Tsushima. You'll become utterly lost in its setting with its windswept vistas and stunning sunsets, and really invest yourself in its story with some of the best side content you'll find in an open world game. Then with the director's cut, you'll also have better visuals and performance, haptic feedback, faster loading times, 3D audio support, and even the Iki Island DLC. It's truly a phenomenal game and one that is utterly essential. Horizon Forbidden West is many things. A larger sequel that goes hell for leather with its sci-fi tendencies, a far improved gameplay experience with a deeper edge to combat, and easily one of the best looking games on PS5 with its truly phenomenally beautiful world. You'll explore everything from the ruins of Las Vegas to the crumbling shores of San Francisco. In just about every way, Forbidden West is a far superior sequel over its already pretty great predecessor, Zero Dawn. This is certainly the biggest game on the list, and you really do get more out of it the deeper you dig. From advanced weapons to mountable dino robots, you could easily lose over 100 hours in this world. And with a much more engaging story and collection of side characters, my over 50 hours with the game went by in a flash. Do yourself a favour and check this one off the backlog list. From colourful sci-fi lands to the grim remains of ancient fantasy realms, the Demon's Souls remake for PS5 is next up in our list, and despite being one of the first games to launch on the console, very few games have yet to surpass it. It's got that signature grueling Souls experience as you would expect, but thanks to the power of the PS5, it comes with so much more. The truly outstanding graphics on show here help you feel the history of each of the game's realms, like the strong outer walls of the Boletarian Palace or the dusty heat of the Stonefang smithing grounds. And with the DualSense haptics, you'll feel the heave and power behind each of your weapons as they slash through enemy flesh or clash with steel. Each fine little detail aims to suck you into its world with impressive effect. And come on, some of these enemies on PS5, they're so damn cool. Well folks, if you've been watching the channel for a bit and know anything about me, then you may not be surprised to find that I, Aaron Bain, have put Returnal at the top of this list because, well, it's my list, I made it, and you know, this game's freaking incredible! Almost every aspect of Housemarque's sci-fi odyssey will leave you in complete awe. The blindingly fast gameplay, the H.R. Geiger-inspired designs that have the alien fan in me absolutely giddy, the truly haunting soundtrack, and the enigmatic story at its heart all serve to make it one of the best games not just on PS Plus Extra, but on PS5 period. The way in which Returnal will leave you in complete awe as it perpetually one-ups itself it's one of the most unique gaming experiences that you will have. It keeps things incredibly fresh with challenging new enemies, with awesome designs, and boss fights that just constantly try to make this crystal clear that you're playing on a really powerful machine. Returnal admittedly is not for everyone, but if it does line up with your taste, then my god, you're in for one hell of a ride. And those are the best PS5 games available right now on PS Plus Extra. Extra serves as the perfect companion to a brand new PS5, giving you access to some of the best exclusives, remakes and remasters, and third-party games alike. Drop down in the comments your favourite game from the service, and while you're there, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation video content just like this. Well guys, it's been a blast, thanks for watching, I've been Aaron, this has been Push Square, and I'll catch you in the next one.